Warning. The following topics in this video will be sensitive to younger viewers and older viewers as it goes on. Viewer discretion is advised. So I made a video addressing a YouTuber a day ago called MultiversalAuHub. I talked about him, and I released a poorly edited video. I realized there was more to them than I thought, so today we're going to talk about them. Well, to answer the question of who is Multiversal, who I'll be calling them by Multiversal for the rest of the video, MultiversalAuHub is a YouTube channel that's mostly prominent to showing Dandy's World, Butterfree Dream Island, and Total Drama Island content, though they seem to be mostly known in the Dandy's World community. This is how I figured out they existed. Most of their videos actually contain of Dandy's World characters, mainly specifically Astro, Razzle and Dazzle, Shrimpo, Blot, etc. Most of the characters are usually mentioned, and some event characters even mentioned too. But he mostly went popular for a certain animation he created that was in between with Dandy and Pebble. Now, this animation wasn't okay for kids to view, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the people in the Dandy's World community was uncomfortable with the animation that he had posted. This animation was obviously just to attract views, and definitely was rage bait. If you just so happen to watch the video in today's timeline, the video contained a twisted Dandy bending over for his dog Pebble, which, if you know, which I'm not going to explain anything else. Eventually, a Total Drama Island character comes around and tells Dandy to stop, and it was inappropriate and weird. Pebble kills this character and they continue what they're doing. Now, even though a lot of people found it as funny, some people found it as weird and uncomfortable. Other people even tried reporting him, but he never got off the internet, nor did he apologize for what he made. Today, I tried going on his channel to see if he still had the video up. I don't know if he does, because there's only about at least 7 Pebble x Dandy animations. And this is whenever I bring up the next subject. Pro shipping. ElsaGate was basically a series of channels and shows that usually had mainstream media characters, such as Elsa, Spider-Man, Hulk, etc. Because nowadays, ElsaGate has more mainstream game characters than, well, mainstream media characters that we used to have back then, like Elsa and Spider-Man and Hulk. Now they have Dandy, Astro, and Scraps. And yes, I did say Scraps. Now, the channel I'm talking about isn't a part of ElsaGate, but I feel as if they're somehow connected to the rabbit hole of ElsaGate. Knowing that they have similar things, such as putting violence into their stuff, making it sexual for no reason, and not to mention attracting young children with bright lights and colors and different fandoms. Now, may I forget to mention that this channel mostly knows what they're doing. And most likely this channel is most likely an 18-year-old, if not 18, at least 15. And this is coming from someone who's really a preteen, and I'm talking about this subject because I feel as if everyone else should know about it, because it's disgusting. Now I want to get back to the Dandy x Pebble animation, which I would also just like to say is basically on an animation now that I look at it, so yeah. Anyways, this is whenever I talk about pro shipping. Pro shipping is an illegal type of ship that a lot of people use as a coping mechanism, sometimes for fun. A good example of pro shipping is Roger x Toodles, and this is a really popular pro ship in the Dandy's World community. Now, pro shipping is not okay at all. It's disgusting, weird, and just straight up vile. First of all, it's really disgusting knowing that he says his videos are not for sexual gratification, even though it's pretty clear it is, especially for younger viewers. If you look in his comment sections, which I did, there's a lot of people who actually support him that are pro shippers. But do not go out to find these pro shippers and harass them. And yes, I did say children. If you go on his account, he says that his account is 16 plus, which, by the way, 16 is still a minor, and that's not appropriate to be watching this in the first place. Not to mention, this means he probably doesn't age restrict his videos. So if you just happen to go on most of these people's accounts, you may notice that they're really under the age of 7. Some of them may be 15, but still. It's still illegal because it's still a minor who's watching NSFW. Now, I realize that there's a lot of stuff he usually posts, There's a specific character in Dandy's world named Blot who doesn't speak at all, and you're wondering why I'm mentioning him. Well, he does speak, but he speaks backwards, which is really weird. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm mentioning him, and it's mostly because this creator mostly makes a lot of videos on him now ever since his release. Though I'm pretty sure he's not his persona, I'm also really scared for this character because the more, hidden messages he uses to make with his character is the most disturbing ones I ever heard. And to be fair, kids watching this will not understand unless they reverse the audio. So, yeah. By the way, sensitive subjects are coming up soon as I'm about to play the audio recording. Actually, Editor Zim, take this away. Hi, Editor Liv here. 1, wear headphones. 2, get comfortable. And 3, grab your puke bag because Blot is an absolute menace. But no, I'm actually being serious. These audios are so explicit, I had to, turn down my volume. Also, just to let you know, these audios are really not kids friendly, so if you're around a child, don't play these. And sensitive topics are up ahead.
Yeah, bitch, take that as revenge. Take my yeah.
Whoa, I see 2 horses ready to get fucked. Get ready, stupid lads, cause you are gonna get laid. Hey, yo,
oh no, please don't my huge ass. No, no, no. What the fuck? Hell no, I don't want to get...
This whole section got removed due because of a sensitive word being pushed out every 5 seconds during this section. Anyways, I'm pretty sure y'all guys understand what I'm talking about with the sexual stuff that he puts in hidden messages over a character. Also, as I'm recording this and editing the rest of this, it's currently 4 o'clock, so don't mind if I sound like I'm whispering every 5 seconds. It's most likely because I am whispering. Anyways, I now have to get to another sensitive topic, and this topic is age rating and what it can actually do to people. So, anyways, on this topic, I would just like to talk about one thing right quick. There's a lot of YouTubers who actually have a 13 throughout 16 age plus rating. But I would like to compare him with an actual 13 throughout 16 plus animator known as Kitty Dog, who's usually known in the animation community for their furry animations. First, I'm going to compare their home screens. Second, I'm going to compare what they lately posted as in editing this. This is Kitty Dog's newest post, and as you can see, yes, there is explicit lyrics. Yes, there is a cat twerking. And then I'm going to compare this to Multiversal's newest video, and just to say the least,
Oh my god! I really hope nobody harasses me today. I already have wolf and slime digging in my and I swear, if somebody else does... Oh, what the f***? Hey, you stupid ditties, world shit. Why did you slap my...
Bro, what
the hell? What are you even saying? Like the hell?
Oh no, not again! No! Why you? Why? No!
Snarfjammer frisjagal, stalsrødjap, suikak, ikke stvelvet samui, stihne stibberjap, stukkerstasrøya.
Go f*** yourself, you retarded.
I am speechless and scared. Anyways, I can't brag about being scared and speechless because I feel like everyone is who just watched that. Anyways, if you just so happen to compare both videos, you might notice one thing. Kitty Dog, even though this video is obviously supposed to be just a tad bit sexual, literally made it so tame for kids. And I'm not saying, oh, kids are allowed to watch Kitty Dog now because she keeps her content tame. I'm saying just in case a kid does run into our channel, at least the age of 7, no one actually will know what's going on. She keeps her content to the point where little kids won't actually get all sexual towards everything and they won't actually get traumatized. Hi again. I recorded that at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. in the morning. Anyways, I'm going to continue. Anyways, Multiversal doesn't actually do this. Of course he doesn't, because he thinks kids don't lie about their ages on the internet, apparently. Even though there's a lot of kids who do, just to get on TikTok, Instagram, like YouTube, etc. And this is coming from a teen, by the way. Well, not even a teen, a preteen. It's absolutely disgusting knowing that he probably does this on purpose too. With all these bright colors, mentions of different fandoms are mostly in kids media, I'm not surprised that he's purposely doing this, because not a lot of people are into Poppy Playtime at the ripe age of 30 years old. And yeah, also, if you're wondering why I sound so pissed off all of a sudden, it's because I am pissed off. In fact, I am. I literally just discovered something yesterday, and I don't want to talk about it, but still. Anyways, let me not get to my little supposed setup story. I want to talk about the rest of this stuff. By the way, with colors and stuff, did I mention he doesn't credit anyone's art? And when he does, you're not supposed to credit it. Like, he doesn't credit anyone. Not a single person. I mean, like, I'm not saying as in he needs to credit all the characters, he needs to credit every single game. I'm saying he needs to credit the art he puts in his videos, because he generally doesn't. I looked throughout all his videos, and there was this Twisted Dandy image that he didn't actually credit at all. Now, you're probably like, what about the art that's in every thumbnail, in every video he has? You know, the ones where the characters are bent over with their BBL inside the camera? They're AI. No, like literally, if you go on his thumbnails, you might notice that all of this is AI. Like, I'm being so for real. All of these images of the characters bending over and like all the thick-thighed characters, which I'm saying that because I refuse to actually call it by the actual word. You could obviously see that it's AI and it's not commissioned. And if so, even if it was commissioned, one, no artist is going to commission that crap. Let's be for real. Especially if you're going to use it in a video without permission. And even if he just so happens to commission this, I also feel as if an artist would be pretty uncomfortable knowing that he's probably going to like make an SFW out of it. And no one's going to really care because apparently... so funny, so funny, guys, so funny. A literal dog got raped by his owner. Yeah, that's not funny when you say it out loud. And yet we be saying furries are the zoophiles. Come on, man. We can obviously see the signs. Which I'm sorry to throw around words, but it's actually because I'm kind of pissed knowing that the next day while I'm editing this, I didn't check my notifications. He posted 200 new videos. I swear he did on his shorts and posted one new video. And I also want to say another thing. He claims that his content is not for sexual gratification, even though it's pretty clear it is. If you check his comments, oh lord, oh gee. First of all, pro shippers. Second of all, zoophiles. Third of all, a lot of... I don't want to say that word. I'd rather just say something else. Something scientific. A lot of people who kind of get sexual gratification from it. Yeah, by the way, once again with the age rating thing, because I didn't really fully talk about it, his content is definitely not for anyone under the age of 16, 18. Oh my god, it makes me mad. Now, I understand what you could be saying, but in Japan, legal age of consent is 16. The person in the speed paint is a speed paint of my friend Koa. Koa is Japanese, if you couldn't tell. Koa isn't gonna walk up to someone, touch them inappropriately if they're 16 and be like, legal age of consent in my country is actually 16. And it's literally the same thing that he's doing, except it's not physical, it's digital. Which I'm not saying he's actually touching people online. I'm saying that his content is really bad and it shouldn't really be shown to children. By the way, if you're wondering why I sound so loud now, it's because I'm currently in my apartment's living room, and this living room is so empty, I could scream in this place, and it would sound like that one scene from Frozen. Anyways, that's basically it for today's video, but I'm going to put my own opinion here, because I felt as if I should be heard out. In my opinion, I feel as if he should change his content. Like, there's a lot of children who's going to watch his videos, and he mostly knows this. but I'm pretty sure he refuses to actually take accountability, and he probably is gonna respond to my video or try taking this video down and say, oh, she has sexual stuff in the video. You do too, Pookie. So how would you like if I took down your videos? I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the whole world would be saved at this point. But wait a second, guys. Am I sponsoring some stuff? Ooh, we're a big girl now. We're sponsoring stuff. She got some balls now. Well, necessarily I don't. I literally am gender fluid and I don't want to have a gender. So, yeah. Anyways, special thanks to Silly Goober, Riley, and another account, and my friend Adonis, and all of my friends for boosting my channel up. I love you guys, as friends obviously, so much, because knowing that my account was probably not going to be seen by many people, I panicked and rage, and I had to send the video to you guys. Can you guys please boost my video? Thank you. And they boosted the original commentary video. I am so happy because of this. Also, am I sponsoring another thing? Wow. Please go follow my TikTok account. I'm telling you this because this account is where I actually posted my YouTube. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, YouTube, and most likely Twitter, but we'll not talk about Twitter. I refuse to call it X, so yeah. Anyways, Wheel of Morality, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should learn. Lesson number 1. If you're going to make adult content, please don't actually use kid fandoms because it can attract kids. And if you're going to put sensitive topics in it, at least put a warning. Anyways, live, laugh, love. I love y'all guys. I just survived off of eating a whole pizza roll for this video, so like, I'm just gonna jump off a cliff now. Bye-bye. Wait. I forgot to mention 2 other topics that I listed in the video that might make people uncomfortable. So the reason why I also mentioned COCSA and hypersexuality is because his content can cause kids to have, like, you know, hypersexuality, which can cause kids to commit COCSA. And the reason why I'm saying that his content can cause this is because, if you don't know, hypersexuality is usually caused by whenever a child is exposed to inappropriate content at a young age, or gets groomed, or, you know, SA'd. So yeah. Now we can roll the outro. Welcome to the reverse. Welcome to the reverse. Getting freaky. It's getting freaky. So welcome to the Freakverse.